Chapter 3.8 is where we are today. Yesterday we were introduced to basic problems that required us to translate and solve. Just a real quick review of those things. The sum of a number p and 56 is 91. Remembering that sum means add. Keep the order the way it is, so p plus 56. Remember that is means equals 91. And then solve to find the value of p because that's plus 56. We subtract 56 from both sides. Getting 5 more makes that 6, so 35 would be our answer there. Again, you can check that on your calculator, but the key idea is making sure you know how to set up the equation and find the answer. The difference of a number h and 16 is 58. Again, remembering that difference means subtract of h and 16, so it's h minus 16 is means equals 58. Again, to move this 16 that's subtracted, we will add it to both sides. 74. So again, sum means plus, difference means minus. The product of a number f and 8, again, f means times, but remember with multiplication, the order of those two does not matter. We will always put the number first and variable second. Equals 168. And then from there, again, we divide by 8, f equals 8 goes into 16 twice, 8 goes into 8 once. It would be f equals 21. The fourth type we saw was quotient. Again, quotient means divide, but that means we set it up like a fraction. So quotient of v and 19 is 23. So you would put v over 19, because remember that's the quotient of v and 19. Whatever stated first goes on top, second goes on the bottom. Is 23 means equals 23. And the way we get rid of this 19 is by multiplying by 19. So 23 times 19 is 437. And that would be your answer there. And then the last type is the one that has less than. 76 is 16 less than, which means subtract. But remember, less than and subtraction means switch the order. So 75 is 16 less than y, so it'll be y minus 16. And then again, solve the situation. So this minus 16 needs to be added to both sides. This makes it 8091 equals y. So that was the review of what we did yesterday. Now let's move on to what we're doing today. Today we're going to consider problems that convert into two-step equations. When translating these, it's important that you remember I guess important must be a major word, but the importance of the words per or each. These words indicate that the number involved should get a variable. So remember the phrases that we translated before. $8 per person. Remember you consider per what? This is per person, so I would put 8 times p. Again, per means multiply, and you just attach whatever that variable would be to that number there. 15 pounds per box. Again, per box. 15 pounds per box means I would put 15 times the number of boxes, which would be 15b. 19 hot dogs each day. So we would put your 19 and then put d for day. Again, 8 per person, so use p. 15 per box, so use b. 19 dogs each day, so use the letter d. Again, that's how you figure out what variable you should use. So remember, again, you need to use meaningful variables when you translate. We'll also have to pay attention to what variables the problem wants us to use. For the sake of allowing you to get comfortable with the concept, we'll work with one type of problem today and then another one tomorrow. Again, be sure to work hard to get an understanding of what's expected of you. So let's just go ahead and get to it and take a look and move on to whatever else we have. The cost to rent a bicycle on a beach is $3 plus $4 per minute. Write an equation represent the cost C of renting a bicycle for m minutes. So first we want the equation. So we want the cost C of renting a bike for m minutes. So it says the cost is $3. So it'll be cost is, which means equals. Now we get to this. $3 plus $4 per minute. Notice that 3 is not attached to the word per, so we just get a regular 3. Plus, which means put a plus sign, $4 per minute, and there's my 4m. So again, the cost is $3. Read it again as I do this, and then kind of look back. The cost is $3 plus $4 per minute, which is where you get your 4m. That's all. If the customer's final cost was $83, find the number of minutes they ran the bicycle. So what they're telling us is that the cost was 83. So what you'll do on this is take the 83 and plug it in for the cost, which means you'll turn it into 83 equals 3 plus 4m. From there, the two numbers that are there are the 3 and the 4, and even though it's backwards, it would usually be 4m plus 3, but this is the weaker number, and this is a positive 3. So what we're going to do is subtract 3. Yes, we're adding a slightly different type of problem, but you'll be fine. 83 minus 3 is 80. That goes away, bringing down 4m. Then divide by 4, getting 20 for m. So it means that they rented it for 20 minutes. And that's it. So again, that's really the only thing you've got to be ready for. We'll do one more together real fast. Again, make sure you watch, get the idea, and then the best thing to do is copy it afterwards so you can actually see it and know what's going on, and then actually have the notes there to help you out. So again, I would listen first and then pause it when I get to the end of it. But the cost to rent a bicycle is $7 plus $3 per minute. Write an equation to represent cost C for m minutes. So again, the cost is, so that would be C equals $7 plus, so it automatically goes $7 plus $3 per minute. So 3 per minute would be 3m. That is the formula that you'll have to use first. After that, we go ahead and do the thing that we've been taught to do. We've got m over here with 7 and 3. Again, even though it looks weird, just adjust your thinking. This is the weaker number because it's not directly attached to m. So the 7 is going to go first. It's a positive 7, so we subtract it. I'm sorry, I forgot to put the 43 in there. I was wondering what was going on. So again, the cost was 43, so put 43 in for C. So 43 equals 7 plus 3m. And again, now you move your 7. This makes 36 equals 3m because again, your 7s go away. Now we get rid of the 3's by dividing. And it means that they rented it for 12 minutes. So that is the general idea of what we're learning today. It's one type of problem. As usual, the homework is going to include all the problems that's going to be on this week's assessment. So it includes today's, yesterday's, and everything from the past 2 weeks. Just again, make sure you let me know when you need assistance, and again, be ready to show your work on that, because that's the first thing I'm going to ask for if you don't show it to me. And if you can't show me work, it means you probably need to watch the video. But other than that, good luck.